Hi folks, Michael Forney here from FIDO Arts and Practices and FIDO Creative. Just back from my summer hiatus. Haven't even got my hair cut yet. But I wanted to talk to you again, start this video series rolling for the fall. And I didn't mean to talk about change and disruption, but a conversation I had the other day with a client really brought it to the forefront for me, and I want to talk about it again. A lot of things have been happening over the summer, both internationally, politically, domestically, and you need to be aware that change is afoot and it's going to affect your business. Look at just what's happening in politics. Donald Trump is out there making a mess of the Republican Party, and maybe in a good way. You know, he's saying things that seem to be resonating with people, and I think what's happening, and if you are offended by language, I apologize in advance, but people are seeing what Trump's saying, they're listening to what other candidates are saying, and they're saying, you know, fuck this. This shit's not working for me anymore. I want to do something different. That's why Trump is appealing to a lot of people. He's calling for change on a couple different levels. And really, for my work, for my business, and this is my own theory, there's 4 levels of change. There's evolutionary change. Generations die off, their values go with them, and things change. There's generational change. You know, the I generation and the millennials are using their own value judgments in business and as consumers, and that affects their parents, their grandparents, and it starts skewing things up the generational line. There's disruptive change, which is what I talk about a lot, and is probably the most impactful, most serious kind of change that we as business people and as consumers can bring to bear on society and on business. And what that is that we demand of companies that we go to that they're doing something different, that they're using their business to make changes in society, to make changes in the community, to be better, to support things we want them to support. And businesses also can lead the way and demand that consumers come along with them. You know, that's why businesses are out there supporting different charities and different causes so forcefully and bringing consumers with them. The 4th kind of change, of course, is revolutionary change, and that hardly ever works. We've seen it in Europe, we've seen it in Asia, and usually it is an elite who's forcing the revolution and not the people, because today it's harder for people to do that kind of thing. And revolutionary change just doesn't seem to work, and usually it makes things worse in the end. But this impactful kind of change, the kind of change that we talk about as disruption, is really important for you to understand, because it's happening all over the place. I'm very fortunate that in my stable of clients, every one of them is practicing disruption in some level or another. They're finding ways to do things differently. They're finding ways to empower their customers and to serve the public. And that's really what operating your own business is about. And if you're not doing that, you need to seriously consider it, because you listen to people like Donald Trump and what his message is. And he wants to make changes in this country on a very big level. And you need to be able to make changes in your business on a very big level, and you should be doing that now because it's time. You know, we're at one of those historical points where if this is managed right, and if it's managed properly, things are going to change in this country in a big way. And if you want to have a say in how they get changed, you need to be out there leading the way. You need to be someone who's instituting disruption in your business and moving forward. I hope this makes sense to you, and I hope that you're seeing the same thing out there in your business, because you need to be operating your business with your head up and every day taking the pulse of your community and your clients and see what's happening. You know, if you hear them coming in talking about Donald Trump, or talking about building a wall on the Mexican border, or whatever it is they may be talking about right now, pay attention to what's happening, because it's going to be demanded upon you to know these things and to respond to them, or you're going to lose clients and customers. That's just the way it's going to happen. So hopefully I've given you something to think about today. My name is Michael Forney, FIDO Arts and Practices and FIDO Creative. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, and we'd be glad to talk to you. Have a great week. Thank you.